Picture this: you're aboard a commercial airliner cruising at 35,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean. The skies are clear, the flight is smooth, and passengers are dozing off to the hum of the engines. Suddenly, the pilot's voice crackles over the intercom with unexpected urgency. We're experiencing compass failure. The ocean doesn't look right. Then silence. No mayday call. No wreckage. Just empty ocean stretching to the horizon. This isn't a scene from a Hollywood thriller. It's exactly what happened to Flight 19 in 1945, the disappearance that launched 1,000 conspiracy theories about the Bermuda Triangle. More than a century ago, this 1 million square mile ocean just a few miles off Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico started devouring boats and planes on some sort of cyclical timetable. The official explanations are themselves terrifying. Over 50 ships and 20 planes just vanished. But what's actually happening in these bizarre waters? Having spent months reading survivor accounts, scientific polls, and declassified files, I discovered secrets as dark as your darkest nightmare that will make you wonder why you ever thought you knew anything about this sea graveyard. Let us begin with the most famous case that created Bermuda Triangle legend, the Flight 19 case. It was December 5, 1945, that 5 United States Navy Avenger torpedo planes took off from Fort Lauderdale on routine training flights. Squadron leader Lieutenant Charles Taylor had more than 500 hours of flight time. Something horribly went wrong. Radio tapes record Taylor's increasing desperation. Both compasses are out. We can't be positive of any direction. Everything is strange, even the sea. The final message was foreboding. We're flying into white water. We're lost. An enormous surge had no result, no life raft, no shred of metal. More enigmatically still, the Martin Mariner seaplane dispatched to rescue them likewise vanished. Flight 19 was just the beginning, though. In 1918, the USS Cyclops, a 542-foot Navy freighter and 309-man crew, also disappeared on a trip from Baltimore to Barbados. President Woodrow Wilson once famously said, "Only God and the sea know what happened to the great ship." And in 1963, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a 504-foot tanker ship, also disappeared with its 39 crew members. Only one life jacket was recovered by the Coast Guard. These aren't accidents, they are just one piece of a horrific pattern that continues for decades. So what's actually happening behind these vanishings? After analyzing hundreds of scientific papers, I've found 4 terrifying explanations that could solve these mysteries once and for all. First, the methane gas theory. Oceanographers discovered massive methane hydrate reserves beneath the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle. When such ice-like forms composed of gas melt, they burst like atomic bombs, substituting the weight of water with enormous bubbles. Ships moving over the water weigh less and dive like boulders. And how much is left to discover? The plumes of the gas can be converted to air and rise and create deadly bubbles of lightweight air that force planes crashing on the Earth from the atmosphere. Second, out-of-control waves. Satellite photos confirm the Bermuda Triangle is a region of such colossus waves of water 100 feet high. Scientists have gauged an unexplained rogue wave off Scotland in 1995 at 84 feet. Tried to sail into that in the black of night. The otherworldly terrain of the triangle, where the Gulf Stream meets up with other streams, creates such killer waves of unnatural consistency. Third, electronic fog. Triangle victims report a chilling sensation of ships shrouded in impenetrable fog and electronics malfunctioning. Pilot Bruce Jernan escaped the Triangle in 1970 with some difficulty and reported flying through an unusual vortex cloud, warping space and time. Physicists explain this as electromagnetic anomalies crashing into water vapor to create plasma fog. Fourth, compass variation. The only location on the entire world where magnetic north and true north meet, the Bermuda Triangle, so compasses will act strangely. And then you throw in the magnetic distortions in the region, and you have a recipe for disaster. But there's the twist: the conspiracy theorists don't want you to hear. The United States government has been aware of these dangers for decades. Declassified documents have shown that naval pilots were advised of electronic aberrations in the area as early as 1950. Even Christopher Columbus remarked on compass malfunctions and strange lights in his journal when he sailed the area in 1492. Spookiest discovery of all. Some researchers now think the Bermuda Triangle is the epicenter for an as yet unnamed geophysical phenomenon. Southampton University scientist Dr. Simon Boxall keeps hexagonal clouds photographed over the region, responsible for 170 miles per hour air bombs powerful enough to send ships capsizing and blast aircraft out of the sky. Yet with all this scientific theory behind it, still the Bermuda Triangle kills. El Faro cargo ship vanished, taking 33 lives in 2015 when navigating through Hurricane Joaquin. A private plane vanished in 2017 above Puerto Rico carrying 4 passengers. The Coast Guard terminated its search when it couldn't find anything. Is the cat out of the bag? Not on your life. As nice as science can explain away most disappearing acts, a couple loopholes are still available that are still somewhat sickening. Why is wreckage never discovered where there's all this high-tech equipment at our disposal to discover it? Why do so many experienced pilots and captains keep repeating the same fatal navigation mistakes? And what about witness reports of strange lights and time anomalies? The reality, though, is the Bermuda Triangle is one of the last great unsolved mysteries of Earth. It's where nature unleashes its horrific fury, where high-tech science collides with ancient legend. Perhaps because it's such a source of fascination in a time of satellites and robots, the Triangle serves as a reminder that there are powers beyond human. As I finish this inquiry, I'm left with that troublesome question: have we oversold the danger of the Bermuda Triangle in our zeal to discover the inexplicable? The relatives of the missing, they probably would answer that they have. The next time an aircraft or a vessel vanishes in those seas, then recall this: at times the truth is weirder than fiction can be. The sea is a good secret keeper, and the Bermuda Triangle will maybe never reveal haze at all in full detail. What do you think really goes on in the Bermuda Triangle? Have we finally discovered the secret, or is something even more magical being kept beneath the waves? The argument will keep on raging, but you can be sure of this: this sea will go on haunting our imagination for centuries to come.